Hello and welcome to A Cup of Conversation on BRT TV. My name is John Ghazi, and this week we have a packed studio with some really great guys, and we are talking about music today with some really talented young men. Now they are Double B as a group, but we have the two members, we have the DJ, and also later on in the program we'll be speaking to the manager. So it's time for some music on A Cup of Conversation. First of all, guys, welcome to the program.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
Now, I don't know your names, we just met. We've been friends on Facebook, but can you introduce yourselves? I know that you are known collectively as Double B,
right?
You two guys in particular, the artists. So can you give me your name, please?
Well, my name is Richard Emmanuel Omar. I'm also known as Papi Banks of Double B.
And I'm Solomon Abona. I'm known as Solo Banky of Double B.
And I'm also known as Clinton Oyemuche, official DJ to Double B Nation.
Okay, fantastic. Now, before we go into your music, you guys are here to talk about your music, but you are students, in fact, aren't you?
Yes,
of course.
Studying where?
Guinea American University.
All of you again American?
Yes.
Did you meet there, or were you friends before?
Well, I met my partner back in Nigeria. That was like 7 years ago. And that's when we wanted to start the process of coming down here. And that's when I met him. So when we came over here, I didn't even know that he wanted to do the same thing I was doing. And he's so into music. Because we're studying the same thing. I'm studying law, he's studying law.
Law, both of you are in law?
Yes.
Same fiddle, right?
Yeah. So we didn't know that he's doing the same thing I'm doing. But yeah, I think God's plan.
Fantastic. Are you all from Nigeria?
Yes.
From Nigeria.
Yeah, okay. So it's a great, I mean, I've had many African students here on my program. You are all very talented. I mean, I've met so many different musicians as well. Wow. A lot of you are into music. a lot of talented people come from Africa, I think.
Yeah.
The Afrobeat, the African vibe is really big, isn't it, at the moment?
Course, yes.
Is that true? What do you think?
Yeah, that's true.
It's a big thing.
Yes, a big thing.
So you're the DJ of the group?
Yeah.
You provide all the beats for them?
Yes.
And
Yeah, when it comes to Afrobeat, I don't think that Afrobeat is trying to go global, but it has already gone global, right?
Yeah.
Because if you watch some things that are happening right now, like the recent album of Beyonce, The Lion King,
yeah,
she features some African artists in the like of Burna Boy, Whiskey, Techno, understand? That's to tell you that Afrobeat has gone to some extent that people can no longer resist it.
Yeah.
All right? So Afrobeat now is something that is big. It's a big stuff now, and there's something interesting about it as well. It's not just about the music, but it comes with something they call the dance steps, different dance steps like Azonto, the what they call it,
Zanku.
the Zanku.
Yeah.
Zanku is the one that's reigning now, so it's interesting. Afrobeat is interesting, so interesting.
It's interesting you said that about Beyonce, because she did the music for The Lion King again, the live version. So we all know her background, but she's very much American R&B.
Yeah.
But bringing in Afrobeat, I think it really is something very special at the moment.
Right, yeah.
As I said, over the years, I've met many here in North Cyprus who are doing their music, singing to the crowds.
Right.
I know there's a big African population here, not just from Nigeria, but all around Africa, studying here in North Cyprus. Is it a good vibe? Does Cyprus give you a good vibe when you're here?
Well, you know, it's a thing of when we always have to travel from one place to another to experience the world, to explore. I think is a good thing. But Cyprus has been the country that helped build us to who we are today. Yeah. Because without Cyprus, I think I'm still going to be in my dad's house, you know, still asking him for pocket money and all that. But Cyprus have grown us to be the man of our own and know what we want in life. So,
Let me add to that as well. You know, every geographical entity, every country has its own advantage and disadvantage as well, right? So I think Cyprus is a great place when it comes to the view, right? It has a great view. Like when it comes to the visual, like those in entertainment, you know, there are some places, like people are not aware of this stuffs. Like if you're going towards Maguza, flying the Chutakoi area, there's some shallow areas. It's amazing, right? Some people might pay a lot of money from different countries just to come make use of this stuff, like shooting videos and all the rest. So it's an interesting stuff. And music for us, I don't see music as a language stuff. It's not language is not a barrier, and I don't think that if you do a good music, it's not because you're in Cyprus and you've got some like Turkish Cypriots they're here, they can't listen to your music. Music is music. Like the highest view on YouTube today when it comes to music is Despacito, right?
Yeah.
It's not being spoken in English.
Yeah.
It's a different language. So I think Cyprus is a great place for any other artist. Just do your normal stuff. Be good. Do your normal good music. People are gonna listen to it, no matter where you come from.
Yeah, because it's just a good vibe here, isn't it?
It's a good vibe. It's a good vibe.
So you two met. You were in the same. You were in the same department now, studying law.
Yeah.
What are you studying?
Architecture.
Architecture.
Yeah.
So how did you guys meet? I mean, here we have two singers, two musicians. You're a DJ. So how did you fit into the group?
Well, like, let me say, the way I met Richard Banks and Double B, like, you know, let me say I was in my house, you know, like, I was kind of rehearsing, making beats, you know, like, you know, they had a show, you know, the next day, and they called me, and it was like, DJ Clint, can you make us a beat, like, want to go perform, you know? So I said, okay, no problem about that, like, I'm gonna do it for you guys, you know, like, normally I charge money to do that, you understand, but I did it for love, because they are my brothers, you know, like, we work together, you know, I love entertainment, so I need to push them forward, you understand me? So I did it for them, you know, like, I stood throughout the whole night, you know, working to make sure, I get their work done for them, you understand? So I did everything perfectly okay, you know, to make sure, you know, they get what they want. So after that, you know, I sent it to them, you know, for them to have a view of it and all that. So after everything, you know, like, they called me, they were like, oh, you know, the job is good and it's nice and they love what I did for them. So can we work together? So that is the way, you know, we get to, you know, to meet each other and work together, you know. So that is it.
It's a good story. Good.
Yeah.
So you have you've sent me a couple of video clips, and we're going to show one of your songs, your video clips, a bit later on in the interview, in a few minutes' time.
All right.
But how long have you been working together? How long have you been as a group, with Double B?
Well, we've been together for 4 years now.
4 years.
Yes.
And you write your own material?
Yes,
Yeah,
we do.
of course.
Who is the main writer, or is it both together?
Right, like I write, he writes. But to me, like, I have to be honest to you, I've never sat down a day and taken a pen to put down something on paper, because my music all comes from what I see around. Like, I can hear beats now. The funny thing about me is, when I hear a beat, I love that beat.
Yeah.
Forget about the lyrics, it's done. That's me for you. But sitting down to pen it down, and at the end of the day, when I vibe to it and I put it together, connect it to it relates. It relates, and the lyrics are in good shape.
Yeah.
So I write my music, he writes his own as well.
But the thing, you don't really sit down to write music. Which is the thing, if you've got the talent, you don't need to stress yourself doing that. You just have to have the upbeat and
I think it's not a talent for me, it's a gift. I can testify of that, because sometimes I go to bed and I usually keep my phone beside me. And I have dreams, you know. That was the day that I got a melody in my dream, right? So I woke up to record it, and I forgot, right? I looked for my phone, I didn't see my phone. I was about to record, but I didn't see my phone, so I forgot. I was struggling so hard to go back to the same dream, but it was impossible. I woke up and I was so angry. Yeah. So sometimes I get my lyrics from...
So you're inspired by your dreams, even?
By my dreams.
Okay, so you're both inspired, and you talk amongst each other, and you have a melody, and then so what happens then? And then you find the beat for them to add to their lyrics and their melody.
So sometimes we've got a producer. A producer is also involved in this, because there are times you just need a producer to finish it off, because as an artist, you have the talent, you have the voice, but without the producer, you can't make music. We always need the producer to finish up the work. So sometimes we're just gonna like, okay, this is what we want to do, and sometimes the producer is gonna make the beat. Sometimes we're gonna like sing and want the producer to make the beat the way we want it. Right, so yeah, we connected that from us to the producer, and that's where you stop.
Yeah.
Right, so you're inspired, you have it in your heart, in your eyes, in your mind, in your dreams. What type of music, I mean, we're going to listen to one of your songs now, so then people will get an idea of what you're talking about. But what are you talking about in your music? Is it about the problems of young Africans, or is it about love? Is it about enjoying life? What are your lyrics or your music about?
For Double B, I would say that we are more into like love kind of music.
Love?
Yeah, love kind
We
of
preach
music.
love all the
A lot
time.
of people know about that, right? But it doesn't have to do with love, just love, right? Like the album we're about to like drop, it's gonna drop by January, February next year, 2020. And there's this particular track called True Life Story.
Yeah.
So it kind of like tells about our struggle in life. Like when we came to Cyprus, how things were for us. You're gonna hear about it. So it's not about just love. It's all about what people pass through, things that are happening. You know, people are more into social media these days. They don't get time to do studies and all the rest. So things that are happening around you, relationships and all the rest.
Things that we can all relate to. That everyone.
But mainly love music.
We are known for making love music because I think we get inspired. Basically, how I got into music, I started off liking and listening to Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson has always inspired me, you know, stepping into the crowd, having millions of fans chanting, cheering it up. And now we always preach about love. And we also have another artist back in that super talented stars. They are called P Square. They were one of the best duo. Like we always, I didn't even know. Like he loved listening to those guys.
Yeah.
I do too. So I think it depends on what we are listening to, our mindset, and I think that's why the direction goes of preaching love. You know, it's always love.
But not just love.
Fantastic, fantastic. Well, we're gonna hear now, or we're gonna watch a clip from you, Double B, the group, and this is Bumadu.
Yeah.
Bumadu.
Were you involved in this song, Bumadu?
Yeah, actually, like, let me say I'm part of, you know, the project.
Yeah.
You know, like.
So your music is in here as well?
No. Like, let me say I was the one that did a DJ background for them. Like, you know.
He was at the background while we were
Like,
shooting the video.
Yeah. You play. That's what I'm saying. You're the music guy. Before we play, any comments about this song? Tell us a bit about Bumadu.
Bumadu, actually, I was the one that came up with this this particular track. It was when I was passing through a lot of stuff emotionally. I won't really go into that, right? So I was kind of down.
Yeah.
Based on the stuff that were happening around me emotionally, you know, relationship styles, right?
Yeah.
So I was about like boarding a bus to my home, and I was listening to this beat, because whenever you see me, I'm always with my earphones, right? So I was listening to this beat, so something just came up upstairs based on what was happening to me as of then, emotions and all the rest, and it's kind of like suited the beat. So I was just like, and I brought out my phone and I recorded the stuff that was in my head on my voice recorder. So when I got home, believe me, it didn't take up to an hour. I just finished my part and I sent it to him. I said, well, you need to do your part, so we'll go to the studio and
Just relaxing, watching TV. The next thing, he buzzed me up. I'm going to send you something right now. Can you write something? He sent it. I listened. I liked the vibe. I was like, the next minute, I'm done. We said we hit in the studio the next day. And that's
fantastic.
So we had to travel to Maguza and, you know, get the sun done. And before we shoot the video, I had an accident. I broke my tibia twisted, and I was in the hospital for like 7-8 months, I think. And I was still getting pains when we wanted to shoot the video, but because the song was kind of vibing and it was quite all right, I said, okay, I'm gonna do this, no way. If you notice in the video, I didn't move much. I was just leaning on the car. And
when you have love for what you do,
okay,
give it your best.
Well, you've certainly given us an interest in the video clip to Bumadu. So we're now going to watch Double B with Bumadu, and we'll be back right after this clip with the guys again, and also we'll be speaking with their manager. So don't go away.
Double B, Lena, the boys follow them, no say you settle. You get mad the way you rotate to. You go keep passing where you they wind up. You know fit tell me say you know no waiting you do. You know fit tell me say you know no say you because I love baby. Yeah. Oh no, one more time baby. Yeah. Hey, I dey pray, make you belong to me. Yeah. I dey fast, make you come fast for me. Woman, baby keep passing, oh yeah, woman. Baby keep passing, oh yeah, woman. Baby keep passing, oh yeah, woman. Baby keep passing, oh yeah. You be the one, you be the one. No be lie, no be lie. You be the one, you be the one. No be lie, no be lie. I wanna be where you are. Make it come, make it show you love. Ooh, I wanna be where you are. Make it come, make it show you love. Ooh, make it come, make it humble you. Give me love, oh baby, give me love, oh. Make it come, make I handle you. Give me love, oh, make it give me love, oh. Make it come, make I sample you. Give me love, oh baby, give me love, oh. Make it come, make I humble you. Hey, hey, yeah. Woman, baby keep passing, oh yeah. Woman, baby keep passing, oh yeah. Woman, you the keep passing, baby keep passing, oh yeah. Woman, you the keep passing, baby keep passing, oh yeah. Can you give me chance for you to be my baby? My baby. See my other boys follow them, no say you settle. You settle. You get mad the way you rotate to. You got kilo. You go keep passing where you they wind up. Can I be the one to stand by you when you're lonely? You're lonely. Can I be the one to wipe your tears when you're in pain? You're in pain. Can I be the one to treat you fine when you're not right? You're not right. One chance, oh, now one chance, oh, now one chance, oh. One chance, oh. Now one chance, oh, now one chance, oh, now one chance, oh. One chance, oh. Now one chance, oh, now one chance, oh. Woman, hey, yeah. Baby keep passing, oh yeah. Woman, oh, baby keep passing, oh yeah.
And that was Bumadu by Double B and the guys in the studio. Now, before that clip, we were speaking about the music, and we also now have a new guy in the studio with us. They're road managers, so welcome to the program.
Thank you very much.
And can I have your name, please?
I'm Abraham Asagba.
And you are also from Nigeria?
Of course, yes.
And you are at Guinea American University?
No, I'm at Nearest University.
Nearest University?
Yeah.
Oh, so different. Okay, so tell us about how you became road manager for Double B.
Actually, when first I met Double B's, it was at a show. So during that show, we got along, and it really went well. So after the show, we get to meet together and discussed about ourselves, and they told me they loved the way I conduct my stuff. So that was when they decided to make me the road manager. Then based on they liked the way I do my thing, so I became the road manager, and I organized the movements of any show or any shooting they got. So that's how it went on from there. And that's
Excellent. What are you studying at Nearest University?
I'm studying general psychology.
Ah, interesting.
Yes.
Something completely different from what you're doing now, but anyway, very good. So how long have you been with Double B now?
Not quite long, like let's say 3 months.
3 months.
Yeah.
So you're a new guy to the group,
yeah.
but a very good addition to the group.
Yes.
Of course, yes.
One thing about him and the DJ is just that there's one particular thing I like about them. They're super humble,
Yeah.
especially the DJ. I never knew that the DJ, the first time I met the DJ, I never knew he was into Dixie Jerk or those stuff. Anytime you see him, he's just on his own, trying to mind his business.
Yeah.
So the day I get to know that he was into DJ stuff, so I was just like, man, you're good, right? And you're humble.
Yeah.
Whenever you see him, you're just like, hey, good afternoon, good, those kind of stuff. And he's super humble, believe me. Even on Mass here, the road manager is super humble. So we're just like family, one family.
You guys are all humble. You're great guys, seriously, very talented, very good, and it's a great pleasure to have you here.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
So you said you met them at a show. You went to watch them.
Yeah, I went to the show, so I met them at the show.
Yeah.
And they were quite performing well, so after the performance, they met me and the DJ.
Yeah.
So from there, we got along, and that was when we went back home, and then we talked on how I can fit into the group. So that's how I became the road manager.
Very good. So Double B, let me ask you, when we're talking about a show, so you performed here in North Cyprus, around the islands.
Yes, sir.
Where have you been? I mean, maybe those who are watching will remember you from a performance somewhere. What have you been doing?
Well, last week we just finished performing at Hangover Bar. A friend of ours, a DJ as well, had a concert going on there, and he invited us to be a part of the concert, and we went there. That was the last place we performed, but we've been performing a whole lot. Like
2 months ago, Afro La Vida, we had Afro La Vida. It was a big festival, right? And it was in Gede, so a lot of artists came from all the way from
and they're superstars, not like
countries.
they got us on the concert, and quite then, just last month, the show we met him was a superstar from Nigeria as well that came in, and we were performing. And so we've been going on like a lot of shows coming in for us, and we've been on the road.
So you've been performing live, and you have, obviously a good following. What's it like when you are performing on stage to the crowd? I mean, do you have a good vibe with the crowd?
Like I said earlier before that, music doesn't have to do with language. It's more than language, right?
Music is universal now.
It's something. There's this song in Turkish, like Yamu Yamu Yamu. That song.
Yağmur, yeah.
I like that song so much. I don't know I know that Yamu is rain, right?
Yeah, right. Yağmur is rain.
Not all words or lyrics that I know there, but I fell in love with the song. So it is when it comes to music. Like when you go out there, you just like do your stuff. And at the end of the day, people like show support. Like there's no show that we've gone to that people don't come. Like sometimes backstage, hey, we love your performance. Did you take anything before climbing the stage? Did you take alcohol? Like I don't used to take alcohol. I don't know for you. I don't used to take alcohol going to the stage, right? But the energy is so strong when you get to the stage. Like the way you relate to people, the way you vibe, your music. Like I won't say we've had any bad show, no. No,
we've been like having good comments.
No.
Every time we get off stage, they go, was that your music? Is that your original song? How did you do that? Did you guys take something? I said, no, we're just some guys trying to make music. Because first of all, it's got to be from the heart. It's got to be something you love doing. It's got to be the passion you have. And you're going to show it to the crowd that this is what I love doing. I was made for this. I was built for this. And when the crowd feel the vibe, they get along. The show I just talked about, the concert one of the DJs did, Hangover. I was surprised to see Turkish guys just, the dance, dancing to the
everyone's
tune.
enjoying it.
Yes.
Like you say, you don't have to understand.
It's not language. It's not
Music is
universal, isn't it?
It's very universal. We don't need to. And that being said, I'm still looking for, we're still looking for some, even a Turkish Cyprus that does music. We want to, blend in the Afro beat with the Turkish sound, Cyprus sound, and just make something out of it. It would be perfect.
Fantastic.
I've not heard someone done it before, but I went to a grocery shop and I was trying to pick something. I was hearing some kind of Afro because, first of all, I get to the beat. The beat was getting to my ears and I like the vibe. I'm like, what if we have someone like a Turkish Cyprus get on a song, we do blend in the Afro beat and just make something, it's going to be perfect. You never know.
Fantastic. Yeah. We've shown some clips, so your music is on YouTube.
Yeah.
Are you performing in the future, in the new year? Will you be around anywhere?
Well, it depends.
Kind of show that comes around.
Yeah.
Like for now, we're just focusing on our album.
On the project we've got.
An album?
Yes.
Yeah, because we've been working on this for a long time now, and it has taken longer time. Like this year, we didn't drop any track. Just trying to fix one or two together.
Yeah.
A lot of people think it's just going to the studio, voicing your lyrics and coming out. It doesn't work that way. you get to a stage and you ask yourself some questions. This music you're doing, where are you going, right? You just have to channel it to the right direction. And once the music is out, you know, the major thing is the promotion.
Yeah.
So you don't just drop your music, you just put it on Facebook, you put it on Instagram. It's more than that. So it requires a lot.
It's much more than that.
In us as well. So you
Yeah.
just have to plan yourself very well and make sure you're in the right direction. Sorry, my voice is kind of
No, I know.
because the
Everyone's
weather is,
ill at the moment. Well, how can we find you? If someone's watching now, they want to find out more. Are you on Instagram? Are you on Facebook?
Yeah.
Give us the names of the what
on
we can look for.
Facebook, the handle is
Major
official.
one. The
Official double B, and on Instagram I think it's also official double B. Yeah, you can go just click the follow and you get us. Just official double B, you get it one hand.
And if you write Double B on
Official
YouTube,
double B. Yeah, have you
they can find your music as
Yes.
well.
find our music, but I think there are other two duos as well. But you will find us as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can look. You recognize these guys. They recognize you. You're distinctive
That
guys.
guy is right.
Yeah, very good, very handsome guys. And finally, I wanted to ask you, as a road manager, so what's coming up now? I mean, do you have to sort out the next gig? Are you the one that's sorting out where they're going to be going,
Well,
the equipment, who's doing what?
I just have to make sure we get there. We
On
get
time.
to every show in time. Organize the movement to each and every show we
Yeah.
have on the island. So I just do my part, trying to make the show possible for that
Yeah.
particular day and make everyone happy. That's it.
Yeah.
So I do the movement. I organize the movement from home or from the hotel where we lodged into. So that's it.
Excellent. So you're enjoying it, and I mean, you're working with Double B, but would you work with other artists? Would you set up a company now? Do you think, or can you just work with one person, one group?
For now, let's say I work with Double B.
That's it.
Yeah,
that's enough. More than enough. They're brilliant guys, aren't they?
Yeah.
You're all out here having fun. Everyone's enjoying themselves.
Yeah.
So, do you think you might do this in the future as a proper career?
Yeah, I think it's a
Why
nice
not?
career, you know, so
Yeah.
I think I can get into it in the future and make more funds and entertainment from that, yeah.
Well, thank you for coming in today
All right, thanks
and
very
sharing your views with us. But guys, you are very talented. Thank you for sharing your music with us. I wish you all the best for the new year, for 2020.
Thank you very much.
And please let us know when your album drops.
Of course. We're gonna.
And because you know that I work on the radio, Back National Radio, so we want to play your music on the
Right,
radio.
of course. That would be
Yeah?
grateful. That would be very.
You promise me you'll give me your music to
Yeah,
play.
We will definitely. We're gonna do it.
We will. Is it definite?
But thank you very much, guys, for coming in.
The pleasure is ours.
Have a great entry into the new
2020.
year, and hopefully see you again soon.
Very soon. Thank you.
Definitely. We're gonna see
Thank you very much. Sir.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you very much. Sir.
And with that, we've come to the end of this edition of A Cup of Conversation with Double B and friends, their DJ, their road manager. A fantastic interview. Hopefully you've enjoyed hearing their music, and you can follow them on Instagram, on Facebook, and of course, watch BRT and listen to National Radio. Until we meet again, have a great week. Bye-bye.